All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with game number 1 of match 2. Right now, Team Liquid is up 1-0. We're going to go over to Thorzane and Zeno. Let's go in there right now and check it out. We have the Shattered Temple as our first map for these two players.
And to introduce the players, in the 3 o'clock position, the Red Zerg Liquid Zenyo, excuse me. 12 o'clock position, it is the most romantic, seductive, attractive, handsome, sultry, intelligent, and just... You know what just happened? For the people that didn't see this at home, Gretorp just touched my butt with his foot. While I was just describing Thorzane.
I'm sorry.
You broke my train of thought.
I was stretching.
Yeah. Whatever you were doing.
Sorry.
You keep your feet away from my genitals, man. Jeez
no,
Louise.
dude, come on. Come on. Why is it every time I cast with you, I get this?
That you touch me in
no,
places?
No. Okay, we're done.
Well, that is what happened. Anyways, as I was saying,
it doesn't happen every time.
Thorzane is just a strapping young lad. Just a good-looking, great player.
Yeah.
And he is probably one of the best Terran players in the frickin' planet right now. Certainly outside of Korea. Let's do the short list of players that would be perhaps better than him.
Okay.
Cass.
Okay.
Maybe the Muslim, if some people might make that case.
Okay.
Who else?
Happy.
Yeah.
BC Cutie.
Okay, and that's like it, man. DD, I guess maybe. Illusion, I don't know, but I think those guys don't get up there.
They don't have the consistency yet. Yes, they have big like tournament results, I guess, or not even big, but they have respectable tournament results. You don't have those Cass wins though. You don't have those.
It's Cass and Thorzane that carries the wins.
Yeah.
Thorzane won the Invitational. Was that it was the DreamHack Invitational. Oh no, he took second place, excuse me, to the DreamHack Invitational. TSL taking that down. That was a while ago though. I guess it becomes a little bit more relevant, but
that's a pretty big win.
Yeah, it's just and it's recent too that he's absolutely caught on fire. I've been absolutely in love with his games in the EGMCS where he scored 2 points for Mouz against Slayers, an amazing team. But let's go ahead and get in this here a little bit more. Zenyo working off that gas before spawning pool. This is something we saw Lucky doing from FXO. A very similar opening. Thorzane, on the other hand, has broadcasted that he's expanding here. You can look at that Overlord in the 12 o'clock position. Staring down, excuse me, at that command center.
Yep. It is an expansion before the factory goes down, so a little bit of a variation here. I've actually followed this build quite a bit. Thorzane has been one of the innovators of builds to make it a little, just a tiny bit. Oh, I'm sorry. We are not even going to see a factory.
No, it's another barracks.
No, never mind.
Interesting choice. There is the factory. Now that's an even more interesting choice as far as I'm concerned. That's 2 barracks and a factory in production right now.
That's
Zenyo's
really
Overlord.
fast.
Yeah, that's really fast. Zenyo's Overlord moving over, sees that the barracks has been moved. Also sees just 1 gas, so he's not worried about some severe tech switch here. Of course, unbeknownst to him, there's not a severe tech switch, but there's definitely a tech switch going on. It's going to be a reactor Hellion expand with 2 barracks behind it. I have a feeling it's going to be one of 2 things. Either Marauders behind that or Mass Marines. And it's going to be like a Tasia opening.
Yeah, Hellion, Marine
Tech Lab.
Marauder, something like that.
Watch this. I bet the other barracks is a Tech Lab. I bet it's Marauder behind Hellion.
That'd be cray.
Show me that Tech Lab. Cue it up. Cue it up on that second barracks.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Nothing.
Do it.
Marine.
Nope. Okay, Marine. So maybe Mass Marine and, yep, okay, Stem right there. So I was wrong. It's not, well, I was part wrong. It's not Marauders, but I do feel like it's going to be Mass Marine behind Hellions. And here's why, Gretorp. No third possibility. Okay, you can't take a third on this map. If you take a natural, like at 6 o'clock, that's an extremely exposed base, can get punished right off the bat. The rocks separate you from a high yield or a third, in which case you basically have this wide open choke where there's no ramp. And without that ramp, Marines and Hellions are extremely powerful because how many Spine Crows can you make?
Not that many.
Well, how many do you want to make? I guess is a better question.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
certainly does pop in here and scouts everything. That's a big misstep.
Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, where did these players go from realistic? Thorzane will go up to a Starport Tech. He's doing this off of 2 barracks, so this is really, really just gunning it brutally efficient over towards that tech.
Maybe a 16 Marine drop with Stim.
Yes, it very well could be. And that'll be a very powerful drop, especially if Zenyo goes something like mass mutalisks. I highly doubt it.
I don't think he'll get there. He's still at hatchery tech.
Yeah.
I think this is a close by air position build by Thorzane. I think that's what he was doing. He's saying we're close by air. This drop is going to hit so freaking fast. But I don't know. I've made predictions before, and so far I'm 0-2. Hopefully, hopefully on this third one I get more correctly.
No, it looks like that he's gearing up for that type of push. So, or excuse me, that type of drop.
Yeah.
You can even see that he's just not even worried about getting his third and fourth gas. He's really gunning for this. I would actually expect an expansion behind this, knowing Thorzane's style. He just does the drop and then expands before he actually goes up to any siege mode tech or siege tank tech. So that'll be something to look forward to. Let's go ahead and check it out. It will be a total of, looks like 15 Marines, so you're absolutely wrong.
Oh. Hellions over there in position to also get elevated into this attack. But look, not a lot of Zerglings, and in production are 4 more. I mean, okay, a decent number of Zerglings, but with 2 medevacs to heal and stim for the Terran, this is going to be really hard for Zenyu to hold off.
Oh, yeah. And look at that. He lifts up those 2 Hellions. What does he have? Just Zerglings at this point, and Queens does help, but here we go. Sim is initiated. He's going to stutter step back. Nice job. The Zerglings just get mutilated. You can see this stutter step micro with the conjunction of those 2 medevacs helps out so much. The Queen goes down. The second Queen is going to run away, and it looks like all these drones, they are under serious fire. Additional Zerglings
look at that
come
angle
out of here. Wow.
He's actually miscuing though. He should have been firing with the Hellions just there, so a little bit of missed micro there, but he's still got a lot of Marines. 2 medevacs with decent amount of energy, so they're still healing. All this time, this mineral line's been shut down. 6 harvesters have gone down. Another beautiful angle. Zerglings get funneled and killed essentially for free.
And again, another round of Zerglings are going to come in here. The Queens are trying to knock out all these Marines, but finally the medevac energy is going to go down. And he needs to probably... No, he's just going to go for the Queen kills. He doesn't care, man.
Why not? He's going to get them both.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Go reload, come back. Zerg wants to make drones right now. Look at that production tab. No, he's not even going to come back. He's just going to meet him right here. This is devastating. 4 medevacs now.
Yeah, we're going to see additional damage being done. Spire Tech is on the way. You can tell that 4 medevacs just have so much capabilities doing a ton of damage. And
I love it if he picked off the spawning pool. That's actually what he should be focusing down.
You know, anything is a good decision right now for Thorzane. I mean, he's in a commanding lead. And if he just guns it for the hatchery and picks up, he's fine. And that's what he's going to do.
Or taking an angle behind the mineral line. Oh, Banelings do show up. But they're having a tough time connecting. Thorzane walks into it, trying to focus him down, however, and takes a little bit extra damage. But the main hatchery was killed. The good news here for Zenyu is he did macro hatch directly behind his hatchery. So if he wanted, he could long distance mine about as best as you possibly could. The reason I want him to pick off that spawning pool, though, is because there would be a chance for these drops to continue to spiral downward and just overrun the Zerg player.
Yeah.
No reinforcements.
This is still good. But yeah, now that you say that, it would have given Thorzane the option to actually keep repeating.
Just end the game.
Rinse and repeat.
What do you make, 5 Mews against like 3 medevacs and Marines? I don't think so.
Obviously, Basura. But you can see the top left-hand expansion has been taken. All the mules being allocated over there to Destruct Debris still not down yet. You can see some of these SCVs are idle, just waiting for that to happen. It will go down pretty soon, since siege tank is helping out. There you have it. Thorzane is just pumping it on, man. He has so much economy. Where does Zenyu go from here? This is a very difficult position for him to be in.
Well, he's going mutas, and honestly, I think his best choice might have been to forget mutas. As it is, he knows he's facing a mass Marine medevac army. The mutalists are going to hope to catch Thorzane unawares, but the chances of that are, again, completely at the mercy of Thorzane's either predictive nature or his diligent scouting or his reading, his game reading. And I think in either case is when you take the fate out of your hands and put it in your opponent, it's a really dangerous place to be. Now, of course, the other argument here is, well, what else does Zenyu do? I would have liked to have seen maybe Ling Baneling into Infestor. I think that's one of the ways you can come back in almost any ZVT if you have amazing Baneling control, but as it is, we're going to have to see how these mutas do.
Yeah, I would also loved him to actually research Burrow ASAP, because that's how you know, these type of AoE units are definitely the way that you can get back to it. Mutas are, but I think at the top level, it's going to be hard to actually be even cost efficient with the mutas, let alone super cost efficient. So,
right.
Just, you know, my thoughts about it right now. It looks like Thorzane is pushing ahead. He's trying to take map control. I like this. Just relieve all the mutas from doing any damage. It alleviates the pressure because the mutas have to drop back and make sure they can deal with the
1-1 upgrades for the Terran player. Does get some creep tumors there. Zerg also rushed in with a bunch of lings and just died to tank fire, which was, of course, what was always going to happen. Now Zenyo circling around here. He's going to go ahead and start harassing top left, which at this point in time just has the 1 missile turret. Oh, excuse me, I jumped the gun here a little bit. He's finding a 4th command center, which might trick him. He might think that's a 3rd. Let's see if he backs up over there. Okay, he does end up backing over here and finds out the bad news. Yep, you're on equal basis with the Terran player who has 3 more harvesters than you do. This is the worst place to be if you're a Zerg, or one of the worst places.
We're going to drop in the bottom right-hand corner. It's going to pull the drones all off the line. He needs to target down something of use. I think he's just going to go directly for... Ooh, Banelings are waddling in here. Can I actually target them down? No, he doesn't. And they will crash against those Marines. That's not actually the best trade at all. I mean,
like 5 Banelings.
I still like that for Terran.
It's great for Terran. Anytime you drop against a Muta player, you got to expect they're probably not coming home. So if you can kill 5 Banelings, a few Lings, and some drones, yeah, man. Especially if you're on equal playing field, or in this case, 30 supply ahead, you'll absolutely make those trades.
Look at this. Thorazane is continuing his aggression on. Not his aggression, his lead, I should say, with his economy. Another command center coming up here. He's going to look to take the gold expansion over here in this middle. In the meantime, there is a group of units. Oh, man, those mutas cannot go out like that. That is certain
they're fighting Marines in the middle of the field. 2-2 Marines, by the way. And these mutas are at 1 attack. Second upgrade for attack has just now been started. Zenyo's going to make a big push here. But honestly, he's having a tough time killing just those forward Marines. He's going to fall back to the tank count. And Thorazane effortlessly takes that first game with just beautiful tactics. Wonderful close-by air decision-making and build. Zenyo got outplayed.
Yeah, that's all it comes down to. Did not have a build that actually defends against a double medevac stim timing. And I feel like if Zenyo went for some sort of all-in, it would have been very successful. Right? Zergling Baneling all-in. There's really no way that he can defend against that. You're not getting a lot of Hellions. He only went 2 Hellions in the beginning stage. And then you're just basically relying on the Marine count that does not have any bunkers. You do not have any stim until the medevacs actually popped up. He actually timed out stim when the Marines dropped from the medevac. That is insane timing. Like, what great just build management. That's probably the coolest thing. So overall, Thorazane played a great aggressive game. I think Zenyo needs to punish his opponent and push it to him. Push it to him. Really try to push it to him. Really try to bring it to him with those early aggressive plays.
Very good. Very good. Awkward silence.
Game 2.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Let's do that.